Evening all, welcome back to Elite. So, we're still shooting and we're still discussing, so, let's talk a bit more about fighting. And as you can see, yeah, I mean, to be honest, the fighting of this is just central to it, really, isn't it? I mean, that is absolutely typical. Oh, here we go, bit of PvP. So this is actually the cheeky bastard that rammed me, which was nice. So, yeah, here we go. Now, using my reversing tactic here again. Suckering him into thinking that he's actually got a shot on me, and then just wiping him out. Look at that, blah blah blah. That is a commander. By the way, you do know you can change your name, right? You know this, right? Even I know this. If you go to the forums, just Google changing my commander's name Elite Dangerous. It will show you where to go. There's a link. You just file a support ticket and you can get your name changed. So I just did that. So you will be seeing the Dreadlord CEO Pyrex in space very soon. Anyway, this guy's running. He's probably done the right thing here, but then again, I'm as fast as him, and I'm also a bit of a bastard, so I'm not going to let him get away. And there we go, boom, first death. So that's my first PvP kill right there. Nice. So there we go. Now that guy is going to rage. He's going to come back and he's going to try and take me down, and I welcome his attempts. Oh, anyway, so the game, let's talk about the game. It's going very well. I am absolutely loving the combat in it, but I think there's got to be more to it. I'm really quite excited about the combat, obviously, but I think the exploration is something that I hope in the next beta release that they're going to start looking at. I hear, I kind of see all the press about this game, and they're talking about 400 billion star systems. Well, I think if they gave me 1,000, I'd be more than happy and over the moon, because I'd never probably visit more than that. Having said that, though, I'm quite excited to see what people are going to come up with in terms of. I'm just curious to see how it's going to work. So, if I can just disappear into deep space, then great. Can I build my own base eventually? Can I get fuel? Is there going to be fuel, or is it just infinite fuel? These are the things that inquiring minds want to know. And I think at the moment, there's a lot there that yet to be designed, I suspect. But the core of the game and the feel and look of the game is just excellent. It really is, and I'm loving it. We're even going to do some live streaming of this game, so yeah, that'll be fun, won't it? But it'll be easier because I don't have to faff about with like a PlayStation and the Halpage box and this and that and delays of timing and audio here and there, blah blah, because it will just be a nice simple, right, press a button and we're streaming. Nice. And I think we'll do that because, again, I'm quite curious to see if anybody's in the game who wants to come try and dogfight me, because I will vanquish you. Let's just be clear about that. I will vanquish you. I'm joking. Don't hurt me. Oh, it will be good fun though. It'll be great to, be good to have a bit of a dogfight with some dudes. But yeah, we're going to definitely do some live streaming eventually. We're not right yet. I think at the moment, let's just let's get a bit more established. People have asked me about the insurance system. How does that work, Uncle Pyrex? And I'm like, well, good point. The system works very nicely. It's you're not going to ever be in a situation where you kind of lose everything. Well, you could be, but it'll be very, very, very unlucky if you did. And it will probably be your own fault. The way to think of it is, I have a Sidewinder now, that if it gets destroyed, right, I can have a free Sidewinder given back to me, which is a bit of a starter one. So it's only got, again, we've got one laser on it, and it's a bit crap. Whereas, because I've spent about maybe 3,000-4,000 credits on this, I've got a dual pulse lasers, of which I own both. Okay, and if I lose this ship, it costs me, I think, 1,700 credits to get it back. Okay, so I know that at any one point I have to have that much surplus insurance money ready to go, and if I do, then I always will know that I've always got a ship. So just, you have to think of it like that. Just never go below the insurance payout for your ship. So if I guess it goes up with value. So if you have a Cobra Mark III with pretty good equipment on it, you might know that you have to have at least 20,000 credits ready to go. So to be honest, it just makes perfect sense. I think if you end up losing, or rather if you end up spending all your money and then you lose your ship, it's you to blame, not the game. So just bear that in mind. It would be very unfortunate to have the best ship in the game, you then fit it out, and then you go on a trading run, you spend all your money on cargo, and then you literally just do not leave any spare for insurance, and then you die, you lose it all, and yeah, that would be your fault, not the game's. So bear that in mind. To be honest, it's not too difficult to get the insurance money together anyway, so you know, don't fret. Usually I think you'll find that actually you've probably always got the money spare anyway, because there's not a great deal to spend it on anyway. So unless you're trading and you're using absolutely every penny you've got, then you'll probably be just fine. Anyway, look at this. Amazing bits of visualization here going on. Look at this Cobra. He's desperate to survive, but I don't think you are, son. Loving the combat with these big ships. You can feel the weight of that Cobra. You know, it's a good ship, but he is just too heavy in the ass, and that's just going to end in his demise, really. So look at the beam lasers. Isn't that gorgeous? Boom. Nice. Now, I don't know who got the money for that, which is probably leading on to the next point. It's slightly frustrating to have to share combat sites, I've got to admit. I know people are going to rage at that, but it drives me a bit mad when you're in a dogfight and somebody just flies in front of you just trying to get the end kill. I mean, I kind of get why they're doing it, don't get me wrong, I totally understand it, but yeah, it can be quite frustrating when, you know, somebody just gets in your way and deliberately tries to, I guess, steal your kill. It's rude, god damn it. And as a Britishman, we abhor poor manners, we really do. So you know, if you come at me with bad manners, then I'm just going to end up really ruining your day. And I did that actually. I rammed a guy so hard that it killed him, and that was just a way to say, you know, get to F is what I said to him as I did it. See you, Jimmy. Smack. Oh, good stuff. There we go. More money. Nice. Ka-ching. Got a Cobra on my ass, so I better do my usual trick. Now again, post in the comments if you know any other sneaky kind of cheeky tricky tricks worth doing, because this reversing one is just an absolute joy to use, because Cobra Mark 3s fall for it almost every time now, because, you know, they see you backing off and they don't realize you're backing off. They think you're flying away, so they're like, aha, I'm going to get on your ass now. And as they get on your ass, you're shooting the hell out of them with your forward lasers. So it's rather impressive how it works. The only issue I would say is that the visualization around if you're going forward or back is literally the swooshing noise and the swooshing effect in the windscreen, as you can see, and the rather poor control to the right of the map. I would love to see a bit of a more obvious way that shows me going forward or back. I know it's pretty silly in it, but I think that would be quite needed. To be honest though, I've got to admit, this is the one game that has absolutely inspired me to want to get an Oculus Rift, I must admit. I think if they come around and say, right, we're in a position now where 3D stuff is ready to go and this is what we'd recommend, then I would be all over it. I saw that actually yesterday that you can play the Oculus Rift with Skyrim as well. It's a bit buggy, but I'm quite keen to give it a go. There we go, just saying hello to my fellow commanders who seem to be getting in my way all the time. I'm a bit of a dick. I know this. I know this. But again, you know, I have edited this out so because it doesn't show me following around that guy as he gets all the kills. Yeah. I guess it's kind of a dick move. But I guess what he's doing is a bit of a dick move, isn't it? There's no etiquette here, you know. It's not like, you know, gentlemanly conduct. Maybe what I should do, post in the comments if this works, is if there's some real, you know, asshat player, that I actually just swap sides. I declare for the other side and then kill him, then declare back again. Does that work? Probably not. Probably not. That'd be a bit stupid if it did. Because, you know, I guess the role play element of that would be pretty dumb. So, oh, okay, you're on our side now. Oh, you're not anymore. Oh, you are. Okay. Oh, you're not. Oh, you are. No, it'll be stupid. So yeah, we might have to experiment with that. That could be some fun, some fun hijinks right there. Look at this eagle. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Oh, I do love it. Now, I remember the Eagle being a starter ship in Frontier. Post in the comments if I've got that wrong, because I remember it being a starter ship, and I don't remember it being very big. I remember it being tiny, in fact. So, the Eagle in this seems quite big. I don't know, maybe I got that wrong. I've probably got that wrong. Maybe I'm just, I don't know, high on glue once again. Who knows? But I think certainly I do remember the Sidewinder and the Cobra and the Anaconda and all of these ships. I think it would be good if they released a few more. I think you need the Asp, the Viper. What else was there? The oh god, I can't remember now. The Hognose. Remember the Hognose? Come on, you remember the Hognose. I'm not kidding. There was a ship called the Hognose. These were religionist separatists who had no guns on their ships, and all they did was fly towards suns. So they were basically the moths, space moths of the game. And yeah, you could shoot them. You'd come across them in space, and you could shoot them. They never had any loot, any cargo, and they had no reward. The only reason for killing them is because you're a bastard. And so naturally, I wanted to kill them all the time. And to be honest, I'm a bit disappointed that they're not in it right now, because it would be quite funny to kind of torment a load of defenseless people, because yeah, that's the kind of guy I am, I guess. There we go, reversing tactic, the maneuver, the Pyrex maneuver. There we go, that's what she would call it, because it's nice and clear. Did you get it? Did you get it? Do you know? No, okay. Anyway, I think my ultimate goal is still the Cobra Mark III. I would love, I think once I've got that ship, naturally I'm just going to have a huge resource of funds to insure it, because I'd hate to lose it and have to start again. But what we're going to do with that is that will be my exploration ship. I would not want to go into the stars with a Sidewinder, because it feels a bit short range, whereas the Cobra, I guess, could carry some cargo. It's going to have a bit better armament. It's going to have a lot more survivability as well. I do wonder if they're going to bring fuel in. Fuel was always a thing of the game, so I can only imagine they're going to. And you just needed fuel to do jumps. You didn't need it for the in-system jumping. You needed it to do the hyperdrive system jumps. I hope they do, because it would make perfect sense to do that, because if you had the investment and you wanted to go exploring, then you would go to a sun in deep space where there's no stations, and you would deploy scoops, and you would actually deploy your cargo scoop and scoop hydrogen off the sun. You know, that would be amazing. I really hope they do that, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But you know, I'm quite keen to hope that comes in, because it would be gorgeous to have that as a factor in the game, because I think it really is kind of needed. You need that feeling of wonder and exploration. Otherwise, you know, it's just going to be a very kind of I don't know, small scale shooter. And with 400 billion star systems, there has to be a way to actually, I guess, colonize them in a way. So, you know, eventually base building, I'm sure, will come in, but I think at the moment, you know, capital ships and the ability to move a capital ship to deep space and then base from it, oh my god, how much fun would that be? And, you know, you kind of fighting off NPC invasions and, you know, God knows what coming out to the rim to get you as well. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next time.